Imagine a royal family pushed to the very edge, where the only way to survive the headlines is to simply disappear. For Sarah Ferguson, the walls aren't just closing in, they've vanished. After her secret fortress in the Austrian Alps was exposed, a desperate, high-stakes escape route has been activated. But this isn't just about Sarah. At the heart of this frantic relocation is Princess Eugenie, and a life-changing secret that could change the York family's fate forever. Is this a move toward a peaceful new beginning? Or is it a calculated disappearance to outrun a storm that's finally broken? We've uncovered the trail leading to a secluded corner of Europe that the public was never meant to find. You'll want to stay until the very end, because the final piece of this puzzle, a shocking detail about who is really funding this move, will change everything you think you know about the silent members of the firm. Before we cross the border into their new reality, if you love deep dives into the world's most fascinating royal mysteries, do me a favor and tap that subscribe button. It's the best way to make sure you never miss a chapter of the stories the palaces would rather keep hidden. Now, let's look at the failed fortress that started it all. Sarah Ferguson thought she was safe. High in the Austrian Alps, tucked away in a mountain chalet costing over $2,000 a night, the former duchess finally felt invisible. For 7 months, she had lived like a ghost, vanishing from the public eye after the most turbulent year in modern royal history. She traded the gold-leafed halls of Windsor for a quiet life of holistic wellness and mountain air. But in the world of the high stakes, secrets have a way of melting faster than alpine snow. The illusion of safety shattered in a single afternoon. Despite the light blue beanies and the oversized sunglasses, the lens of a long-range camera found her. The wellness nomad had been exposed. Images of a stony-faced Sarah quickly hit the headlines, proving that even at $14,000 a week, privacy is a luxury she can no longer afford. This wasn't just a blow to her peace of mind, it was a security disaster. For months, Sarah had reportedly been putting out false leads to throw the media off her scent, moving between Switzerland and Ireland like a fugitive of high society. But now that the world knows exactly where she's hiding, the mountain air has suddenly turned cold. The walls are closing in, and the luxury resort that was supposed to be her sanctuary has transformed into a gilded cage. Insiders say Sarah is now desperately phoning wealthy friends, realizing that the Austrian retreat was only a temporary fix for a much permanent problem. She needs a way out, and she needs it now. But as the pressure mounts and her bank accounts feel the sting of a $14,000 weekly bill, a new, much more calculated plan is beginning to take shape. This isn't just about finding a new vacation spot, it's about a permanent relocation that uses her own family as the ultimate legal shield. And at the center of this new escape route is a surprising announcement from Princess Eugenie that changes everything. Sometimes the best way to disappear is to hide behind a celebration. On May 4th, 2026, a single photograph of 2 young boys holding a baby scan sent shockwaves through the world, but not just because of the new arrival. Princess Eugenie's announcement that she is expecting her 3rd child this summer didn't just bring a smile to King Charles's face. It provided the perfect ironclad justification for the York family's most controversial move yet. For Sarah Ferguson, this isn't just a happy milestone, it's a logistical godsend. By positioning herself as the doting grandmother needed on the front lines of a new pregnancy, Sarah has found the ultimate reason to cross borders without raising the usual alarms. In the world of high-level scrutiny, family duty is the one card that even the harshest critics find hard to play against. But there's a deeper, more calculated layer to this timing. While the public celebrates the baby Brooksbank news, insiders are noticing a pattern. Every time the pressure on the York brand reaches a breaking point, a heartwarming family update seems to emerge, effectively resetting the narrative. This isn't just about a new baby, it's about creating a human shield of joy to mask a much more permanent exit strategy. Insiders suggest that the plans for this relocation were being finalized just as the first trimester passed. It's the perfect cover. After all, who could blame a mother for wanting to be by her daughter's side during such a pivotal moment? But as Sarah prepares to follow Eugenie across the sea, the question isn't just when she's going, it's where she's going to land. Because while the UK media is focused on the nursery, the escape route is already pointing toward a southern European sanctuary where the laws of privacy are written in stone. And as we're about to see, this new destination isn't just a holiday home. it's a fortress where the prying eyes of the world are legally forbidden from following. Welcome to the Hamptons of Europe. While the rest of the world is looking at the rainy streets of London, the York family has set its sights on a sun-drenched stretch of the Atlantic coast known as Melodies. But don't let the white sand and turquoise water fool you. This isn't just a vacation spot. It is a high-tech, high-security fortress designed for one thing: making people disappear. At the heart of this escape route is the Costa Terra Golf and Ocean Club. This isn't your average luxury resort. It is a $300 million playground where the wealthy pay millions just for the right to build a home. For Sarah Ferguson, this exclusive community offers something that no mountaintop in Austria ever could: total legal invisibility. You see, Portugal has some of the strictest privacy laws in the Western world. Unlike the UK, where the press can often justify public interest, the legal system here is a nightmare for photographers. In Melodies, the paparazzi are not just frowned upon. They are effectively banned by the sheer geography of the private estates and the ironclad privacy protocols of the club itself. But why now? Why is May 2026 the month that insiders say the big move is finally happening? The answer lies in who Sarah's neighbors will be. We're talking about A-listers like Madonna, Scarlett Johansson, and George Clooney. This is a community where being famous is the baseline, and protecting that fame is a shared mission. Insiders report that Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank have already prepared a wing of their £3.5 million villa specifically for Sarah. It's a resort within a resort, complete with world-class equestrian centers and private spas. For a woman who was recently stripped of her titles and evicted from her longtime home at Royal Lodge, this isn't just a move, it's a massive upgrade. Yet, as the shipping containers begin to move toward the Portuguese coast, a darker question is starting to surface. Is this move really about luxury, or is it a strategic retreat before the financial walls finish closing in back home? Because as we're about to uncover, Sarah's bank accounts are telling a very different story than the glossy brochures of the Costa Terra. In fact, the freedom she's seeking in Portugal might be the only thing she can actually afford. Sarah Ferguson is officially living on borrowed time and borrowed money. While the brochures for her new life in Portugal promise endless luxury, the reality back in London is a crumbling empire of debt and dissolved dreams. In February 2026, while the world was distracted by the explosive legal headlines surrounding her ex-husband, Sarah was quietly dismantling her own professional life. 6 of her primary companies, from Fergie's farm to her events and investment firms, were officially wound down and removed from the UK register. This isn't just a simple business restructuring, it's a total financial collapse. For decades, Sarah has maintained a duchess lifestyle on a freelancer's budget, but the math has finally stopped working. Insiders are whispering that the wellness retreat in Austria wasn't just a vacation. It was a desperate attempt to stay out of reach of creditors while her credit cards were reportedly pushed to their absolute limits. But the real blow came in March 2026. In a move that signaled the end of an era, the city of York voted unanimously to strip Sarah of her freedom of the city. It was a symbolic eviction from the very place that gave her a title, and it sent a clear message. The York brand is officially toxic. With her titles gone and her business ventures in ruins, Sarah's traditional revenue streams have effectively evaporated overnight. So, how is she still flying on private jets and eyeing £3 million villas? The answer is as mysterious as it is alarming. Reports have surfaced that she's been pitching everything from a £2 million tell-all memoir to a bizarre TV show about cloning the late Queen's corgis. But while US publishers are reportedly turning her away, a new shadow benefactor may be the only thing keeping her afloat. The escape route to Portugal isn't just a choice, it's a financial necessity. In the UK, Sarah is a visible reminder of a scandalous past, but in the secluded hills of Melodies, she can live in a tax-efficient paradise where her mounting liabilities are hidden behind a wall of Atlantic surf. However, Sarah isn't the only one who wants this move to happen. In fact, some of the most powerful people in the world are reportedly working behind the scenes to ensure she crosses that border and never looks back. And the reason why involves a scorched earth policy that goes all the way to the top of the monarchy. King Charles is no longer playing nice. In a move that royal historians are calling unprecedented, the king has effectively initiated a scorched earth policy to scrub the York brand from the face of the monarchy. This isn't just a cooling of relations, it is a clinical, professional extraction. By February 2026, the king didn't just strip titles. He released a statement through Buckingham Palace confirming that the Crown stands ready to support police investigations into Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor's conduct. This was the ultimate betrayal for Sarah Ferguson. For decades, she believed her loyalty to the firm would buy her a permanent seat at the table. But the reality of 2026 is much colder. Sources say Sarah feels completely abandoned and shunned by London high society. The king's message is clear. The era of protecting the extended family at the cost of the Crown's reputation is officially over. But here is where the story takes a mysterious turn. While the king is publicly distancing himself, rumors are swirling about a golden handshake happening behind closed doors. Is Charles actually funding this escape route to Portugal? Think about it. A quiet, permanent exile in a Mediterranean sanctuary solves everyone's problems. It removes the daily paparazzi bait from British soil and places Sarah in a location where her tell-all plans, which she is reportedly still pushing, can be more easily managed. The king is effectively exiling the Yorks with a smile and a palace-approved pregnancy announcement. By endorsing Princess Eugenie's news, Charles has masterfully shifted the public's focus from a legal scandal to a nursery. It is the perfect distraction. He is essentially giving Sarah the green light to vanish into the Portuguese sunset, provided she doesn't look back. But as the final papers for the move are signed, Sarah is reportedly making one last, desperate push for a showdown with the king. She wants to clear the air before she crosses that border for good. But with the Epstein files still casting a long, dark shadow over her past, the king's silence is deafening. The bags are packed. The escape route is clear. But as Sarah prepares to leave the country that once called her a duchess, she has to face a terrifying reality. In the world of the royals, a fresh start often looks a lot like a permanent erasure. For the first time in 40 years, the York brand is truly on its own. Cut off by the king, excommunicated from the city of York, and facing a brutal financial collapse, Sarah's escape route might be the only card she has left to play. But in the secluded hills of Melodies, the silence can be deafening. Is Portugal the sanctuary where she finally finds peace? Or is it a gilded cage where the secrets of the past, from the Epstein files to the February arrest, will finally catch up with her? The most chilling part of this story isn't the move itself, but what happens next. With rumors of a savage tell-all memoir on the horizon and Andrew fighting to save his own skin, the happiest divorced couple in the world may be about to enter their ugliest battle yet. This isn't just an end to their life in the UK, it's the beginning of a total royal erasure. And in the game of crowns, once you're erased, you're rarely ever invited back. We'll be tracking every mile of this relocation as it unfolds, so you definitely don't want to miss our next update. If you found this deep dive fascinating, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep bringing you the stories the headlines try to bury. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Do you think Sarah is making the right move to protect her family, or is she simply running away from the inevitable? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.